Is anybody out there? Can you all hear me? Let's see if anybody shows up. Testing 1, 2, 3. Is that better? Remove. I think I am live. Microphone seems to be working. Hey, Johnny, I figured you'd be in bed. Actually, I was just checking the microphone because everybody complained about it before. And I actually moved it further back, way back in the desk. And so I was just giving it a try and see what you all thought. Yeah, I know. It's time. I'm about ready to go to bed. Got to get up early, and I've got my diesel in the repair shop, and still kind of loud, really. And I don't know how to adjust the volume, but I'll just try talking quieter. Loud and clear. Okay, well, yeah, I've got my, hey, how's it going, Garden Warrior and Garden State Gardener? Got my diesel in the shop, and tomorrow morning, Angie and I are going in. She's going to drop me off. We're going to get it fixed or picking it up. They put a whole new front steering linkage on it, ball joints. They did everything. I tried to do it here. And my air compressor I haven't used in about 10 years. And I turned it on, and it worked for about 2 minutes. I turned around, and it was a big smoke pile. The motor burned up. So I brought it to them, people I know personally, close friends, and we're going to go pick it up tomorrow. I had all the parts, everything. So all I had to do was install them and do an alignment. So anyway, so how you all doing? I'm hoping Robert comes on. We'll see if he shows up. Yeah, Johnny, the labor bill is crazy. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do to get it fixed. Wasn't expecting it because I thought I was going to do it. You know how it is. But I didn't want to lay on the ground either, but that's what I was going to have to do. Garden State Gardener and Garden State Warrior, did you see Robert's new video that he put out tonight about the hashtag with the new garden stuff? My computer just glitched. Did you all see that? Good. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. I'm actually kind of talking quieter. Johnny, how much rain did you get over there in the last couple of days? We've been getting rain quite a bit. It's not a lot, but it's keeping everything wet. Yes, I did see you were first. I did see that. I'm not too sure if I commented. I was like the fourth one on, I was going to comment and tell Robert I was going live. But I did see you there. Half an inch? Ugh. That's probably what we got 2 days ago. Well, now we got more than that. This morning it was raining. It rained last night. And this morning until about 10 o'clock, it was misting. My glasses were getting wet. Okay. How's Danny doing? He's a hoss or a stud, whichever's the best word for it. Yeah, really, man. You know, we were kind of going into a drought, and but now getting back into rain again. Yeah, every time you show him, and I'm there with you counting, 1, 2, 3, up to 18. I'm good up to 18. Port in Jersey, I think the Almonds Act has us at the colder, and it shows us wetter and snowier this year in our whole area in Oklahoma, all of it. So we'll see what happens. I've seen that a couple of days ago, and I've seen another one. I think it was this morning. Is reading on it. Yeah. Of course, that cold and wet snow doesn't help right now with the ground and stuff here. Right. We're supposed to be wet and cold there too. Yeah. One day, Johnny, you need to give me a call and work with me on how to invite people to get on the computer with me and stuff, because I don't know. I'm computer illiterate. Hey, and I did get a new phone. Oh, hey, yeah, look at that. Yeah. You got a new smartphone. Oh, there's Jan. How you doing? How you doing, love? Oh, yeah. Is Kevin already in bed? Johnny, your cattle's that far away? I thought it was really close to your house. There's Robert. Robert, I just watched your video and had a question. You mentioned all the hashtags and all that stuff. I have a video already scheduled to go out in the morning, and I've actually have it as the new. Excuse me, guys. Everybody else may not know what we're doing, but we're part of a gardening community for the whole world. How to grow food, everything. Robert is one of the coaches or one of the team leaders on one team, which is Homestead Aquarius, and it's Robert. And then we got Will It Grow, which is John. And there's teams. Anyway, they're changing things up about hashtags and stuff. Anyway, to Robert, hey, there's Gear. How's it going, sir? Robert, the question I had is that on the title, actually, what I have on my title for tomorrow morning is going to be Shed Wars 23 / pressure canning. I'm assuming that's going to be okay. And then in the description, I've got Shed Wars 23. Wait a minute. Hashtag Shed Wars 23, then hashtag Shed Wars Global Gardening Homesteading. Is that going to be okay on what I need to do, or do I need to change it again? That was my big question. Actually, the last 2 videos I've done it the same way. Christine, how you doing? Howdy. Good to see you. Jan, I thought you go to bed by now. Oh, you're on your way. Okay. I knew it was close. How's Toby doing? Not Tony, Toby. It sure is, Christine. You got it. I got you. All right, Robert. Yes, I am on StreamYard. Some, I guess Johnny and Christine don't know. I think everybody else on here is part of this gardening community, which is it's the new hashtag is changing back to what it was. It's called hashtag Shed Wars 23 now. And then it's going to be another one, hashtag Shed Wars Global Gardening Homesteading. It's a community to help and teach people how to grow food all over the world. And I'm part of it. We are all part of it. You just see on the screen, good portion of us. It's been 5 years running that we have been in it. It is kind of a competition a way about growing food. At the end of the year, we weigh our food, see where we're at, but the goal is to teach people, to show people that they can grow food almost anywhere. Do I see the invite tab? Yes, I do. Guys, there's another channel that I come across, and gosh dang it, I should have wrote this down. I think it's called Brian's Farm. Hit it, okay. All right, I'm there. Copy it, I imagine. It says I'm copied. All right, I'm very new to this, so I hit copy. So you say send it. Do I just click on the person that I want to bring on? Do I, like if it's you, I just click on you and then hit paste? Usually by email. Okay. Guys, hopefully I don't lose you by doing this. Oh man, I don't have your email up front, I don't think. Okay, I got you, Johnny. No problem. I hear you. So I kind of know what to do, and it sounds good. I got you. I know I've got actually Robert's email. Let's see here. Okay, I hear you, Gear. And it ain't Sasquatch. I'm hitting buttons. Angie tells me I'm a button happy and to quit punching buttons. That's why yeah. All right. I see it, Johnny. You go to bed, and we'll get hooked up again. I know what to do now, kinda, and we'll do that. Right, Gear. I got it. Right. So I need to. If I go off this, if I click to something else, I guess I go dark. Or there's a spot, it says post comment on the bottom. Can I put the link to that on the bottom for somebody to come up? I just noticed that area down there at the bottom. Robert, you there? How's everybody else's garden season? Are they ending? Invite me and I'll show you. So do I need to, Johnny, I know what you're saying, but do I just put it in this post comment thing? I can send you the link and then hit send, I guess. I guess someone said when I clicked off to go to an email, everything went blank. I lost everybody, so I don't know what to do there. Johnny, last time I tried to get on an email, I guess my picture went blank and nobody could see me, so I don't know. Waving. Oh, you know what? Oh, yeah, all right. I could probably use my cell phone, but here's the thing. You never lost me. Here's the thing. My cell phone, I don't know what my password is to my email account. It's all memorized. I have to figure that out. Let me. Okay, I hear you, Robert. All right. I think I've saved it. Let me see what it says. All right. And I'm going to post it. I think it's posted. And I'll be able to see whoever it is that's going to be at the bottom. Let's see what happens. And as a question, will I see who comes up at the bottom? I guess I probably will, huh? Okay, I got you, Gear. Nothing yet. All right, I hear you. I hear you. Oh, there's Johnny. So do I click on Johnny? Add to stage? There he is. Oh, Johnny, man, I'm sorry.
Hey, yeah.
How's it going? Okay, go ahead.
So what you do is you can go straight to the invite tab.
Yep.
On your StreamYard, and there's actually an email right there in it whenever you hit invite.
Okay.
You can click on the actual email. You don't have to click copy and paste anything. You can just click email. And then what usually I do is I go to my smartphone and I pull up their channel and I find out what their email is to their channel. And then I send them the invite through the email.
Okay.
If you happen to have their phone number, you can text it to them. or you can do what you just did, which is invite everybody. Which is when you put that link in your chat, you have basically invited everybody to coming in here.
Okay.
So I typically do not do that.
And I understand why too.
And the reason why is because if you get too many people in your basement, what you call your basement down there, because a lot of people will just start piling into it, and you'll get to the point where if your live is only so long, you'll have so many people, and you can only talk to so many. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So,
Yep. This is somebody I have known for several years from when he just started to become a YouTuber, and that's Brandon. He lives in Davis, Oklahoma. Brandon, man, how's it going?
Good. How are you? I'm trying to figure. I can't hear.
I hear you sound kind of tinny, but you sound good. He lives in Davis, Oklahoma. A little bit of an echo. But Johnny, Brandon, he's an ex-sheriff, I believe is what it is. He retired.
yeah.
And I don't know if you follow Arms Family Homestead and Keeping It Dutch. I met him through them. And actually, you know the flag that you seen behind me in the first couple of videos? That's the man that makes them right there.
Oh, okay.
He's going to be he's made several other stuff, but that's him right there.
Hey, how do I mute this video? How do I mute this volume?
How do you what? How do you bring the volume up? What are you on?
I've got like 2 echoes going on.
Okay, if you got echoes, that means you've got YouTube open. Are you in StreamYard and YouTube?
You have 2 links up at the top of the screen open?
No, I'm just in YouTube.
Only in YouTube, but we're not getting that echo.
Okay, I can just see both of y'all at the top.
Right.
Very top of your screen, do you have is you on StreamYard or you're not?
No, it took me to StreamYard.
Okay.
I think
whenever you clicked on that link, it went to another thing. So
Well,
It's in StreamYard.
your YouTube is open in the background. So you got to mute
I
it.
got you. Now.
yeah.
I got it figured out now.
Okay, there you go.
Actually, it sounds better completely.
No, when he said it's opened up to the public, so I was like, I'm going to take my chance.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
I just want to prove to you. How are y'all doing tonight?
Doing good.
Doing great, man. Doing great.
That's awesome.
Good to see you. I seen you did your big trip to our Alabama.
Yeah, it's a wonderful trip. We got to meet a lot of new YouTube channels out there. And, oh, my gosh, they were so welcoming. The people out there were so nice. It was an amazing time.
Right. We were wanting to go, but we have already we're going to NASCAR here this week or next week. And then we're going to Pinecone Fest. And we just had to say, we got to slow down somewhere. Yeah. John, you Pinecone Fest. So
that was kind of our deal.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that was kind of our deal. It's like we took that whole week, and I mean, I think we drove like a total of 2,200 miles in like 6 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
You know what? I think I've used up all my relatives and friends to watch our animals. So this will be this coming week and the next one, and then we have to stop to give everybody a break.
So
Good.
you're in Davis, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
You know Josh
Yeah.
Sherman.
Josh Sherman, yeah.
Yeah.
He lives probably about 10 miles from me.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
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 got a big
one
fruit
of,
stand.
yeah, he's one of our good friends too.
Yeah.
We're trying to get him to bring watermelons to the Pine Cone Fest.
Yeah.
We're hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say he's going?
Who, Josh?
Josh, yeah.
He was looking into it. He was, he was kind of thinking, well, maybe he can, write it off, basically bring some watermelon down and sell them, and that would fund the trip. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we're like, bring them. We hadn't got any. Of course, that means if the watermelons are still good at that point, they should be though.
Right. How do
So-
I go ahead?
So where's this fall fest?
Pine Cone Fest. It's in
Pine Cone Fest.
Yeah, it's going to be on Cypress Springs Lake in Texas at Walleye Park.
How do I make somebody a moderator? I know the other day Jesse showed me how to do it.
If you're wanting to make someone a moderator, you have to be on you can't be in StreamYard.
Right.
You have to
That's
be on your phone.
Right.
What you do is you open up the YouTube, make sure it's muted or you're going to go wonky on your sound.
Yeah.
Open up your YouTube, find whoever you have in the chat that you want to be a moderator. Whenever you click on their name, there's going to be the three dots. You're going to it's going to ask you if you want to make them a moderator, and I would recommend only making them a moderator, not make them don't make them an administrator. The administrator, you can only have one, and an administrator can do basically everything that you can do. They can actually open up, StreamYards in your name and everything else. So
Right.
you want to make sure that you just
That's
mod 'em.
somebody that you're really, really, really.
And the people you make mods, make sure you really trust them.
Well, this is Jan. So
Yep.
I just made her one,
There you go.
and I'll work on getting you one too, Johnny.
I'm already a mod.
Yeah.
Are you? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a mod already.
What do you got set up for tomorrow morning, Johnny?
Huh?
What do you have set up for tomorrow morning? You got to do.
Well, we were going to haul hay all day. That's my life, haul hay. But I didn't. The hay trailer that I was trying to get, I'm not going to be able to get tomorrow. So since we don't have two hay trailers lined out, I'm just going to wait and do it next week because we've got to get ready for that 40-year school reunion that I'm putting on. Since our school wouldn't put it on, I mean, none of our class elected officials would put one on, so we're putting it on.
Right.
And it's going to be right down there at Ten Killer Lake at the exact same place we were for the Mid-America YouTube meetup. And we've
You
got,
open the GTO?
huh?
You gonna show up one of the GTOs?
No, I'm going to show up in a truck with everything that we need in it. But we're going to. We've got barbecue donated. One of my classmates happens to have a barbecue joint and is donating all the barbecue ribs, everything. So we got that. We got a lot of donations for all the things that we're going to need for that. So, but tomorrow what we're doing is Christine is making some things for this for this deal, and we're going to video that stuff for her channel because she needs it. And so that's what we got going on. And I'm going to go out and do some things with the deer stands and stuff around here,
Right.
right around the house here. So
I'd
Johnny,
show up. Go ahead.
How's the hay down in Texas right now? Are y'all dry?
in Texas,
Johnny's up in northern Oklahoma. He's up near 10 Killer.
I'm in northeastern Oklahoma, and yes,
Oh,
we are
the
very.
vegetables down south. Okay, I got you now.
Yeah, we're extremely dry up here. We've had a half inch of rain in a month. at this
Wow.
point.
We got a little bit the last couple days, but I just bought 2 round bells today. Luckily, I still got them for $45 a piece, but that's just because it's the sheriff. But there's already $75 a piece right now, so it's
Last year we were given $160 a bale for it.
I know. But
So
I found some for $50 a bale, so I'm gonna grab me 20 of them before they shoot up.
yeah, we've got I think we've got around 170 bales, I think.
Wow.
So we're all right on our hay. As a matter of fact, I've got hay for sale. So we'll be selling a few bale. We don't need 170. We need about, altogether, we're probably going to need about 120.
Wow.
So we probably got about 50 we can let go.
Yeah. All right, Tony, I just want to hop in here and aggravate y'all for a minute, and I'm going to get back to editing and listening to y'all.
Brandon, so happy to see you, man. Thanks for showing up.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
You take it easy.
All right.
Yeah, good night.
Good meeting you. So
Yeah.
that's learning. That's learning how to invite and stuff like that. And somebody mentioned out there that you can put up the link, and then you can, once the person you want comes in, you can delete the link and stuff like that. The problem is some people will they'll attach that link, they'll copy and paste it, or they'll copy it just almost immediately, so they've got it and they can get in, they can come in your basement and they'll just be sitting there. And sometimes it's not people there's people that aren't of our community, let's just put it that way. Will just come into a chat and they'll just be at the bottom and they may be doing no telling what. And if you got kids running around, you don't need that stuff.
So is this link, the link I put up is the one that's going to be up there every time?
No.
Or does it change every time I get on?
The link for this StreamYard.
Okay, I got you. Okay. All right.
So whenever, like on Saturday night, whenever we do our deal, I'll send out links to the folks who I'm going to bring in.
Right.
They'll all
Makes them able to get in there and whatever. Because I was warning how people get on the lives when you don't see a link up top. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's because they've been sent it however which way. Usually, I'm gonna tell you if you're gonna have I'll give you an example. My administrator is Jesse. Okay,
Yep.
He is the administrator. So Jesse has a lot of power on our channel and stuff like that. That's the reason why I can just say, "Hey Jesse, can you, whatever," and he can do, run the giveaways and all that stuff. And I'm not even having to do anything from right here. So he's a good one to use, and you might ask him before you do that, but.
Hey, Robert, I see you down in the basement, but it says device not connected. And if I put my arrow on it and it says there we go. Never mind. There he is. Robert is part of our global growing community that we're involved in. He is one of the head guy of another team. He's on Homestead Aquarius team, and then I've got John Will It Grow. Robert, meet John. Johnny, meet Robert.
Well,
hey, Johnny.
Hey,
how are you?
I'm good. You got a camera?
That's there.
Well, I do, but it's covered up. I don't show my.
I got you. Okay.
He has a secret face that nobody knows, but only a few people. And I got like a half a second glimpse of him one time.
Oh, okay. I see.
You saw nothing, sir. You saw nothing.
I know. I'm not saying where I start either.
I know. I've got a couple of people on here that I've conversed with that are had the same deal going on. So it's good meeting you.
It's good to meet you too. Johnny is giving some great advice on his live streams, and Gear with his suggestion there. You know, when you've been around, you know what's going on.
Right. I'm reading the comments, and I just didn't want to cut off everybody because I haven't seen the comments down there.
And this is so awesome. You've got the big internet pipe in there now. You waited so long.
Yeah, I know. But, oh well.
Yeah. First thing I said whenever I saw his live pop up, I said, "Yep, Tony got a new toy."
But I'm not using it all the time, though. I'm getting tired. My eyes are watering. Yeah, I don't. I do pop-ups every once in a while. This is I don't know what it is, my third live.
Yeah.
I think it's your third.
Have you
not counting your tests.
Right.
Have you come up with a time yet, Tony?
No. Okay, here's the problem that I have is like today, your show came on at 5. I was still outside working. I have a hard time putting a time to something. Angie comes home every other week. Her hours coming home is an hour's difference. So this week she goes in an hour later, but comes home an hour later. It's her hours change. And sometimes I want to be with her when she comes in. So it's hard for me. It could be from her showing up around 4:35 or 5:36.
Yeah.
So if I did something, it has to be later in the evening after dinner. But that's prime time for a lot of channels, and I can't step on that. So I figured I'm going to have to figure out how to do it, where I'm going to fit in.
You just have to pick a time, Tony.
So, I know.
I mean, you know, it's tough to find a time whenever there isn't a live, but you know, in the end, you just end up having to pick a time. I didn't pick the time that we had. That was kind of picked for us. They said, "Hey, you guys want to do 5 o'clock on Thursday is the, you know, starting up Homestead Hangout."
Right.
And we're like, you know, I guess. Yeah. So that's what we did. And
see, I know Angie would like to be part of it also. But it's just when she comes home that's her downtime. She works at a VA, and it's for radiation oncology, very stressful, and she has a downtime.
Yeah.
And I understand that. So, and then there's dinner. So I kind of try to be there for her and sit down and we talk for a bit. And being on your live was an early thing for me to get on.
Yeah.
And she was actually sitting outside watching too, but it was after because she got home probably about 15 minutes before you ended.
Yeah.
So that's just what happens.
Yeah. Well, you know, you might think about an 8 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah, we thought about that too, and it is something you just need. If we did it at 8 o'clock, because I don't want to step on anybody that we watch that we know watches us. And I was always thinking it would be on a Monday or a Tuesday, because Wednesdays are busy for a lot. You got Thursdays is busy. You have Fridays is busy. I think Saturdays not. Well, I know you're on.
We go on every other Saturday at 8 o'clock. So we're opposite of whenever
Hey, Brenda.
Whenever Jesse and Lisa are on. Jesse
Right.
and Lisa are on 2 Saturdays, and we're on the other 2, basically, if you have 4 Saturday months.
Right.
They go on at 5 and we go on at 8. So, you know, there's some leeway in there for sure.
Yeah. I think when time comes, I'm adding.
Yeah, you're fixing up Brenda, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. You know that. She's a neighbor. She lives pretty close to us.
Yeah.
I think here in really when the pigs are gone here, October 10th, they go to freezer camp. And after we make all these trips, we've got Pinecone Fest and NASCAR and everything. I think we're going to slow down a little bit more, where I can really concentrate more on a time and go from here. I'm not too sure, because I've thought of Saturday sometime or Tuesday or something like that. I just don't know.
Yeah. Well, Brenda, this Saturday is not going to be boring.
Brenda, did I not? I think I made you did you turn blue?
She won't be blue in StreamYard, but she will be on your YouTube. So
Yeah, Brenda's blue, and
Okay.
that's a natural color.
yeah.
She's actually a bluebird more than she's a redbird.
Yeah. We're doing another one here.
I'm not sure that I know Gilliam Farms. I'm going to have to check y'all out.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he's I met Johnny here, gosh, what is it? Just a few months ago at actually no, I really met you at the prior meetup.
yeah, that's whenever we actually got to meet. You were at Mid America, and
Right.
we had here's the story. I didn't know any of these folks, none of them. Brenda, anybody, Jan, etc. And my wife said, "Hey, they're having a YouTube meetup called Mid America down there at Ten Killer Lake, and we live right here by Ten Killer." So we just kind of packed up and went down there the next day, and it's been all great since then. I met Tony. Well, I knew of Tony from there, and then when we went to Pryor to the Okie Ozark or Okie Homesteading Expo, when I went to that, that's when we actually met and conversed. And now I think we talk about it every night now.
Yeah, just close. Yeah. Yeah. And then Christine and Angie, they seem like they click.
Yeah,
It's funny. They both say the same thing every night.
it's going to be good. We're gonna get together at Pinecone Fest again. That's going to be good, and then and we're all going on a cruise. So
Robert, the communities, other communities that we are with, and you may have seen some of it with in 2020 and 25, we're all going on a cruise. And I think right now there is like 26 channels.
yes, there's at least, and we're hoping to have over 30 by the time we go, and we should have it.
It's cruise to Alaska. But the thing is, the price of this cruise, because it's so far in advance, and I know Brenda's going to go, I believe.
She's not going anymore. You unmodded her, and she's mad at you. She's not going to go cruising with you.
Brenda, I'm sorry. We got to have you over for dinner one night. Anyway, you go blue again. It doesn't show my screen blue. That's the thing.
She's back now. She's going to go with you.
Okay, okay. But yeah, the prices is like almost half of what a regular cruise would be. The price is really good, and so that's, I guess, there's a lot of us all going together.
Wow, that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Go-karts.
Andy's,
Huge go-kart track on the ship.
yep.
It's the top 2 levels, and we are going to have some fun.
They pack so much into those massive ships. It's unreal.
It is.
And who doesn't want to be in a go-kart race on top of a cruise ship headed toward Alaska?
That's bucket list stuff right there.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
that's a need all of a sudden I didn't know that I had.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
frogs typically don't do well in cold weather, so I'll probably have to leave my cruising to my canoe here in Alabama.
Well, I think the cruise. What is that? Was it August?
It's in August.
August 26 of 25.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll
So-
be gone a week.
Yep. Angie has always never liked boats. Now, to take that back, she'll go on a small fishing boat where we go fishing. Her dad's, 25-foot boat, whatever it is. But you get her on a bigger boat, she's petrified of it. She's petrified of flying. And her whole life, she said, we're not going ever on a cruise. We're not doing it. But when we went to the meetup at 10 Killer, I was talking to Scott, and he kept telling me, you got to go. You got to go. And I told her about it, and she goes, I ain't effing going. I ain't doing it. We got home, and she started hearing everybody else talking about going. And now she was the first one to come to me, hey, let's go on that cruise. I about snapped my neck trying to think, what? You said you were never going to go. She's the one that kept pushing me for like a week. Find out about it, sign up for it, and we're going. So we did.
There you go. It's going to be a lot of fun, Tony.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll have a great time.
Yep.
And, it's, whale watching. I mean, I can't think of anything that I'd probably rather do, I guess. If I was going to have to go on a cruise, that's the one I want to go on.
That's the same thing we both said. If we're going to go on a cruise, that's it. Now, I've been on 25 years ago. I went on a couple other cruises, but she's never been on one. So hopefully this will be a good one for her.
I've never been on one. So,
Really?
Yep, never been. I've only seen the ocean once.
Really?
Really.
Oh, now.
Right by
Right here in the middle of the country. The ocean isn't real close.
No. We used to live in Florida, and or I did, and my mom's home lives right off the Indian River, which is connected right to the ocean.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's. I love going to visit my mom. I love the beaches. But that's as far as I'll take it. I'm out of that state. The bugs, the no-see-ums, the sweating, the humidity. I'm done.
Yeah.
I want it out.
So you came to Oklahoma.
Yeah. Because of the cool
Where you
climate.
hang your clothes on the porch and they just sit there and drip.
Well, quick story. My ex wanted to move here with her mom and dad. So I said, all right, let's go, because it got me out of Florida. But here we are now. I'm still here. I would love to move to Idaho personally.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, if we ever leave Oklahoma, we're going to South Dakota.
Yeah, that's been a talk too, kind of, but yeah. Her dad lives in Minnesota,
Yeah.
and I love the lakes, but I don't like the politics of Minnesota, so I won't be going there.
That's why you go to South Dakota.
Yeah.
South Dakota is totally different. I mean, it's really wild because, whenever you're driving up to South Dakota, you go through Iowa, and Iowa is just, you're like, get me through here. Just somehow get me through Iowa. And as soon as you get to that border, I mean, the land all just changes. It's like, it's so cool to me that, you just drive right. It's like paradise. You drive into just a beautiful area. And
Right.
South Dakota, we've been to all over it. She actually lived up there for 3 years while we were married, with her work. And so, but it's a good place. South Dakota is.
Yeah.
It's beautiful country, but it's really like South Canada. They keep it cold up there a lot of the time.
Well, what got me was going up there in July and August. She had a yard that was about a half-acre yard at the house that she was in, and we had a push mower. And I would go up there in the middle, and I'm not in great shape, and we'd go up there and I'd go up there in July and August and mow that whole yard with that push mower and never break a sweat. The entire, I thought,
No,
this is awesome.
this sounds good to me. I just hate the heat completely. Yeah, I much rather be cold completely.
Yeah, and then you're up on the roof doing those sanding those logs, and oh gosh,
I, I haven't continued at all because we did our chickens last weekend.
Yep.
And I've got some of the garden stuff that I had been doing. I've been pulling out vines, cleaning up everywhere. And I knew we were fixing to do this trip next week with NASCAR. And because I can't start it and then leave it because everything turns yellow, I'll have to restart it again.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of rain. So if it rains, the wood gets wet and I can't do nothing when it's wet. I have to let it dry. So I'm in that mode where you can't do nothing yet.
Yeah, I understand that hurry up and wait stuff. I got, speaking of NASCAR stuff, I got some stuff came in today that, go on the green car. So I'll be doing some video about that.
Right.
So that's coming. We got, 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks.
For what?
We're going racing.
Oh, up to
Yeah, Arc City.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna take it up there. Let it eat. We're gonna set a personal best in it.
I like that short video you did taking on that with a Chevy Love or something. Just
It's an S10.
S10.
Yeah, it's a LS S10 nitrous LS S10. Yeah.
Hearing that supercharger, I'm all on it. I'm like, oh, that's like, yeah. I feel like putting a body condom on. Hey, it's been, I want to say, I think it was the year 2000 is when I retired out of NASCAR. And I always said one thing, that it's nothing, you can watch a race and really enjoy it. Okay. You can be in the grandstands and hear them go by. It's crazy. Then you're in the pits and you hear 30 some odd or 40 cars fire up at one time. There's nothing like it. The smell of the fuel, it's crazy. I love it. And I miss that part. It's hard to express what that's like. I mean, you probably, because you do the drag racing stuff. Yeah. But NASCAR has been always in my blood heavy. Well, believe it or not, I used to street race a long time ago.
Yeah.
And,
well, Tony, you and Andy can always load up and come up there with us.
I hear you. And I got to find somebody else to watch animals again. It's really my neighbor that's going to watch. I've got family staying here next week, but they have to go to work, or he is going to work, and she's going to stay here, but she doesn't like take care of animals. My daughter that much anyway. So my neighbor said, "Hey, I'll run over and feed him." Well, I've been trying to call him, verifying he's coming over. He finally answered my phone. I thought for sure he's trying to say, no, I ain't going to do it. And he said, yeah, I am. In fact, the guy that I did the driveway rescue, he's the one that's handling the animals for me. So my youngest daughter don't have to mess with them. But
yeah, you've got a lot to feed over there.
Yeah. Well, we still got another month, and 3 of them are gone.
Yeah.
So,
but anyway,
jump down.
Hey,
Mr. Gilliam, it's nice to meet you. Tony, you're a great man with a big heart. I appreciate you, brother, and I am so glad that you've got this all this going on now. And I appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. I appreciate knowing you and enjoy talking and being with you. You're a great guy yourself. Thank you. Thank you to the community.
Good meeting you, Robert.
It's good to meet you too. Y'all be good.
All right. Have a good night.
Night.
All right. Yep. I've been watching everybody's comments, and it's hard to say hi or whatever to everybody, but I am seeing them.
Somebody's going to win a belly flop contest over there.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I could probably win one of those too, or at least place.
I could probably win it. That's what Angie said. Hey, you're gonna have to lose a few pounds before we go on this cruise. I said, why? We don't have to take our shirts off. It's gonna be cooler out. We'll have shirts and shorts on.
Well, you know,
That
we talked about that same thing, but it's so we can eat more while we're on the ship.
heck, I can eat all day. I don't understand how I can do it. Angie always asks me, how can you put this food away? I don't know. She gets full. I don't. I don't get it. And all right, I am large. I'm big. But here's the deal is that we don't go out for fast foods only unless it's her birthday or anniversary, or if our family shows up, which is my mom, her dad comes from out of state here. So maybe 6 times a year we go out. There's no junk food. My biggest thing is I love a sandwich and cheese. And there's a pound of cheese in the refrigerator and like 5 loaves of bread. And that's what kills me.
Oh, wow.
It's just, someone's going, good night. Garden State Gardener? Yeah, I think so. Good night. Thanks for stopping by. That's my whole family is overweight. Now, I guess I can't say blame it on that because I could try really. When I met Angie, I weighed 220, and I had just finished. I used to work out for 25 years, pumping weights, cardio, and everything. A hoss. I have a picture. I'm a hoss. Not no more. I don't want to do that. We had a treadmill. I got on it, and I got off of it. Angie said, how come you're not staying on it? I said, the damn thing's going to give me a heart attack trying to be healthy. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a different type of deal. I'm trying to get some of these channel names here that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, every person that's on here right now is part of this garden community. And there's a lot more. I'm going to say there's 2 teams. Like I said, you met Robert, then there's John, Will It Grow, and there's over 100. I think it's right at 100. Actually, it's 3 teams. There's the Misfits. I know the first 2 teams have 100 people per team, I believe. And then the Misfits, I do not know how many are on the Misfits part. But if you see, you can ask anybody a question. They'll help you. And good night. And it's a really good community. They actually show people how you can grow in containers. We've got somebody that lives in Israel that lives in an apartment that has a small little port or patio. It lives up, I don't remember how far up, 5 stories up, whatever. And he's growing in container buckets. And we're showing people how you can grow different ways and helping people to put food out. And that's what this thing's all about, Yeah. So it's pretty cool. I've been part of it for 5 years. There's only a few people 5 years, and I'm one of them.
Right. But I was watching somebody who was growing stuff in just little pots. I mean, they just had they were growing it wherever they could. And that's what it takes, just trying to sustain yourself, as much as you can with what you got. And there's people who are doing amazing things.
You see Gear down there, grows all in pots. I don't remember him growing in the ground. I think his is all 100% pots. I'm guessing he has maybe 20 or 30 pots, and he grows in them, and he does fantastic with it. And he's a great grower, great guy too.
Yeah. So Wilson.
It's funny. Robert, remember Wilson on that movie with those soccer ball? Okay, I remember Robert was just up with that eye. Well, he used to have Wilson was the soccer ball for his eye.
Yeah.
Wilson ain't even sure who is on this team. Wilson. Yeah. Gear is an awesome grower in containers.
Yeah.
He has it on right there. He's good.
My wife is the grower here. I'm just the infrastructure guy.
I do it all. So
Yeah, we grew last year. I think we grew our whole garden in pots and stuff like that. It was crazy. We had all kinds of stuff.
There's gear stuff right there. 16 5-gallon and 35 4-gallon.
Yeah.
He grows from vegetables to flowers to all kinds of stuff.
Right. We put a watermelon plant. We live up here in the rocks. We live in the Flint Hill country. I mean, it's very Flint. And Christine went out there and we bought this little watermelon plant. She stuck it in the ground out there. We're like, well, we'll just experiment with it. But that thing has covered an area about probably 20 yards square now, and probably got, I don't know, 20 watermelons on it, I guess.
Right.
So it's really crazy. It's growing those watermelons so good out here.
I'm trying to find this. I've got this channel I started following back a few months ago, and I'm trying to find him right now. But he's trying to think of how Owner Farms. What's going on with my phone here? Come on, wake up. And this kid, he's 23 years old, and he owns a farm. His family his parents are working for him. He has a girlfriend. They are growing food. Let me see here if I can't. God, I can't find it. Absolutely crazy farming. I know I'm subscribed to this guy. Let's see if I can't find him this way. All right, there we go. I'll spell it. BROYANS Farm. He kicks butt with his gardens. The amount of food that he grows, they go to a market and bring in a complete square box, a truckload of food all the time. They are selling food. As an example, cabbage rolls are the size of basketballs, if not bigger. And not one, hundreds of them. And peppers and tomatoes, everything. This guy, I think he is in Michigan. Yes, I think he is, Gear. Love his channel. He put out a video, I think it was today or yesterday, 14 hours ago. But yes, that's it, Gear. You got it.
So I'm looking here. Yeah, I think I've got his channel here. It's got farm produce.
Yep.
On there. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. They grow it all. The kid it's amazing. 23 years old. And his family run the market, and he brings them. He shows you from planting to pulling the product, bringing it into his barn, how they clean them, right, how they box it, how they ship it, bring it to market. He has videos at the market, how he sells them. They are beautiful.
Do you follow Pete from Just a Few Acres Farm at all?
I have never heard of him.
You ought to check him out. It's called Just a Few Acres Farm. He's out of New York.
Okay.
Pete and Hillary. I think it's a channel you'd really like.
You said Hillary?
Pete and Hillary or the folks that have it, but it's Just a Few Acres Farm is what it's called.
Okay, I got a note.
And I think you'll really enjoy that channel.
Right.
They do the farmers market thing, but everything they do is with the animal production. It'd be the cattle, pigs, chickens, eggs, etc., etc. And you do a lot of that stuff. You know what I'm saying, on your farm.
Right.
So I think you would really enjoy like their processing videos, all their different things. I think you'll really enjoy it. It's a pretty large channel.
Right. All right.
Yeah, their Homestead Aquarium down there put the link for Just a Few Acres Farm.
Yep.
And he has probably heard of them, I would imagine.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out and see. I want to learn to process our own pigs.
Yeah.
We do our chickens. The amount of money that you spend for the processor could be somewhere around, I'm guessing, I can't remember now, $250 a pig, somewhere around there. And hey, Dana. And no, you're fine, Robert. You're good. I trust you. That would just help us cut our costs back. The Sophie and Sig, come springtime, we'll be breeding them, and they'll be Berkshire pigs, and we'll start selling them out.
Yeah. So there's a pig what's that pig that my wife wants us to get into?
Cooney?
No.
Oh, I know. You said it before. It was Duroc.
A Duroc, yes.
Yep.
She is wanting us to get into Durocs.
The big thing, okay, I raised Durocs. I had 1 year. The good thing about Duroc is they're made to handle the heat, which is a good thing. But if you let them go too long, if you get them anywhere of about 280 plus, they become too fatty.
Oh, okay.
And the taste becomes too greasy, fatty. We grew out Chesters, and then kind of almost the same way. And this is why we were getting regular. We got I can't remember what we got last year. Anyway, they were fatty, and so we decided to go with the Berkshire, which is it's more of a leaner pig. It takes a little bit longer to grow out, but less fat, and the meat's supposed to be a little bit more redder. Because my wife said last year the pigs, she does not want them to taste the same that they were last year, because she does not like them that much. So that's why I went ahead and I went full into it. We bought 5 pigs. I traveled to another state to get a female to be able to breed, and big investment. And so we're hoping to pull off good. So far, Sig looks stunning. Now that's my breeder. The other 3 are really looking great.
Yeah. That's something that we're wanting to start. We're wanting to do some pigs. So
right.
we got the cattle and we got the chickens, and now I guess we're going to do the pigs. So
yeah. Well, it's not like growing your own food. You knew that.
Oh yeah. We my wife, she grows so much out here in this garden. I mean, we really need we're going to have to do some kind of processing of these vegetables and stuff. Figure out a way of storing and things like that. And then also the excess right now, it would be good if we took them to the farmer's market, but right now what we do is feed them to the chickens,
right.
Excess vegetables. And
see, this year I did that with my pumpkins. I kept 3 big pumpkins, and then the rest I grew out, I think 34 pumpkins out of 4 plants.
Yeah.
I think I have maybe 5 left in pumpkins I've been giving to the pigs. That's a natural dewormer for the pigs.
Yeah.
So that's what go ahead.
we haven't been able to get our pumpkin plants to really take off yet. They seem to be they're attacked by the squash bug.
This is my first year. I have tried to grow them forever. Nothing happened. This year I threw 4 plants in the ground. I watered them 2 times and I turned my back, and then I turned around and there's pumpkins popping up everywhere. I couldn't believe it. I did videos like, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I like it whenever you got stuff that you don't have to just take care of, just pick at every day and stuff like that. And you actually end up with a product, you know.
Right. I will, Dana, I'll let you know.
Well, Tony, I'm pretty tired. I've got to get up, you know, in the morning. We got some things going on. I'm sure you're tired too.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna pop down off of here and everything, and I want to say hello to everybody out in the chat. I enjoy. I don't think I've ever spoken with Betty Boo.
Yeah,
is it
Dana, and she goes to some of the meetups. I can't remember if she was at Lake Ten Killer. I think she was up at the prior meetup.
I just never did meet her.
Right. And I don't know if she's going to Pinecone Fest.
Okay.
I'm not too sure.
What's her name?
Her name is Dana, but it's Betty Boo Brown.
Okay.
She has her own channel. It's that.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. Well, good to meet you, Dana.
Yeah, she was a 10 killer also. I was thinking you were. But okay, yeah.
Well, good night, everybody, and I'm going to pop off, and I'll probably see you somewhere tomorrow, Tony, I imagine.
Shh, don't tell anybody. See you later. Bye. All right, guys. Hey, I've been watching the chat. I've seen you in there, and my mind is hard to compute back and forth with everything. But I've seen it, and I will, Dana. I definitely will let you know. You're going to try to go Pinecone Fest. Okay. Cool. So, Robert, my video tomorrow morning on the title will be, I believe it's Shed Wars 23 / I think it was Pressure Cannon Chicken in the description. It went Shed Wars 23 or hashtag Shed Wars 23, then hashtag Shed Wars Global Gardening Homesteading next on the description. I hope that's going to work. That's scheduled to go out tomorrow morning. I think at 7 a.m. So, and then if I need to make changes, I'll have to make them on my next one. But yeah, guys, I do need to get going too. I got to get up early tomorrow. My wife's going to take me in early before she goes to work to be able to pick up my big truck. All right, cool, Robert. And need to get that baby picked up. Need my truck. But you guys, thanks for popping in. Thanks for supporting my channel. I greatly appreciate it. And as always, we'll see you in the next one. And have a great night. And be safe, everybody. All right? Have a good night. Bye. Yes, Robert. Yep.